Hi guys, welcome back to another league with Blue-White Reanimator. So those of you that haven't seen the last video, the list is loosely based on the Blue-White Evoke decks, which use Ephemera and Mold Drifter packages with Soul to finish the games and looping them with Archaeomancer. But what this deck's trying to do is also use the big bombs that are like Soul of Migration, Riverwinder, which can cycle to draw a card, and Mirror Shell Crab, which is from Neon Dynasty. The mana leak that basically you can discard it to mana leak or stifle something as long as they pay 3. So from that you can use this as like uncountable interaction, which is quite good in the early game, and then from that point onwards you're basically just looking to late to dinner one of these bombs. There's been a few changes from the previous list, which, if you noticed, I've gone down to 2 Riverwinders. I've also cut the 5th late to dinner, and I've cut the Modern Era as well in favour of Preordain and Ponder. This is just to give us some early plays. The Dawnbringer Clegs have been put into the main because I've been impressed with how they've been for the Mono Blue matchup at trading with at winning the combat with the new hacker, and also just stopping the Ninja of the Deep Hours from getting through. Ideally, you'd like something like the Modern Age's body, the Core Skyfisher stat line, but there's nothing like that apart from the Modern Age or Skyfisher, so you kind of take those losses in that respect. The deck's been performing pretty well. I've tweaked the mana base a bit, cut down the Evolving Wilds, up the basics. It's just so that you can cast your spells on time, because you can get awkward hands where you can get the first 2, you get your first 2 lands untapped, or your turn 2 land tapped kind of thing, and you just can't play your spells on time, and it can be really awkward, which you might have seen in the previous video. I've run a couple more leagues with this. I've tried different things. I've tried Spirited Companion in the deck. I've tried cutting down on I've changed the type of removal, for example. I've run the Fated Retribution and things like that, and I've changed the sideboard. But moving on, the Circle of Protection Blue is one that I was looking at trying. I've seen a couple of Pestilence lists, but try it. It seems pretty good against Mono Blue. Obviously, they can win through it, and I have lost with it in play, but it still seems pretty solid enough to buy you enough time to carry on doing what you're doing. The Revokes, I've went for 3 Dust to Dust and 2 Revokes, and it's basically because this deck is hurt a lot more by Relic than the previous builds, like the Evoke style decks. So having something like Revoke also helps, because you can just board in when you suspect Relic's going to be a problem, because Dust to Dust, obviously you need 2 targets, and sometimes obviously that isn't there. 3 Dust to Dust also in the side for the artifact based matchups, the Jeskai Ephemerates, etc. Holy Light obviously for the fairy matchup, just to try and catch all the fairies, little 1/1s. Also that new the new ninjas are 2/1, so there is that. We have Tormod Script in the sideboard, as opposed to Relic, because Relic exiles everything. Tormod, obviously you can just target their graveyard when needed. And 4 blue Mental Blasts for burn or any red based deck. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I have been impressed with Mirror Shell Crab. I have stifled many abilities, which is pretty obviously new for Pauper, so it's quite good to get used to. And that's all for this deck tank, and I will see you guys for round 1. Hi guys, welcome back. We are here for round 1, and we are on the draw. This hand is fairly weak. We have 3 lands. We can cycle the Rewind. We can also evoke the Mold Drifter. We've got access to the amount of colours, so we just need another land to try and early late it in one of these Riverwinders or Mold Drifter. So we are going to keep it, but I don't think it's very strong. Rustvale Bridge makes me think it's either the Boros Synthesizer deck, or it could be Jeskai Ephemerate. Either are valid options. Well, we got our answer. This is most likely the Boros synthesizer deck. Not surprised, to be honest, with it doing so well over the challenges in the weekend. I think I'm just gonna land cycle this. I'll get the planes now. I don't think I really need a second one, but should I play the island? Got to represent counterspell here, and then we're just gonna do Riverwinder, Ash Barrens, end of turn. I don't think I need to get a second white source here. It could be a bit awkward if I draw a Ephemerate to try and evoke an Ephemerate soul, but hey ho. These are all fine. So yeah, we're just going to get another island here. And then cycle this. Another soul. I'm going to play this land I don't know about. I'm just going to evoke this, to be fair. Cool. Discard. I'm just going to discard a soul here. I don't know how good the Riverwinder is going to be, so I might just look at late to dinner a solar migration. Depends on the list. If he's most likely going to be running Cold Off a Rebirth, then it gets less good. Where this is also pretty good at blocking in the air. So I think I'm just going to get this here. And then I'm just going to try and play my land drops and then try to start Ephemerate looping. Things with Archaeomancer and Soul. I can also use Archaeomancer to get back the late to dinner to try and reanimate an army of things. Cycle a Forgotten Cave. Journey targeting the soul's fine. Like, it's a bad block now, but I think I'm perfectly happy with this. Seek is a bit annoying. I kind of think I'm just going to trade with this Thraben Inspector. It makes future core Sky Fishers a bit awkward. I only lose one guy as well, so I'm not particularly fussed. Preordain. I think I'm just going to play the Archaeomancer, get back a late to dinner. Always shield that. And then I'm going to hold up. I am not blocking, I don't think. So we're going to look at potentially block here and Ephemerate. Or we can look at cycling the Ash Barrens for another plains. No, I think I'm just going to take this here. Cool. Oh, that was a mistake. Still, I just don't get a preordain this turn. He's only got one artifact, so it's going to be a lot harder for him to interact with this now. Cool. There is a chance I do just get burnt out here, but cool. Whew. Easy as that. And we're now on to game 2. The red spells I think are quite minimal. It's basically just burn and synthesizer from memory. There's some of them run like Epicure and things like that, but I don't think it's worth boarding many blue elemental blasts. Obviously the main consideration is pyroblast or red elemental blast, whichever. That's the main thing to be concerned about with those. But with the Great Furnace and the Rust Veil, I believe he is obviously the artifact style deck, so from that I'd probably look to board these in. I don't know how many I actually need, so I could probably see this. I think this has more uses with having the journeys as well, so that's worth trying. I think it depends on how many cards we can cut. So I think we cut the 2 River Winders. We shave on a Late to Dinner and a Mirror Shell Crab, I think that's fine. And I can also see shaving on a Preordain. Trying 1 Beb. I'm thinking about keeping the O-Ring in because the run, obviously Synthesizer, which is an annoying permanent to deal with, I guess, and Munitions is one card that I'm considering to. But I guess we do have triple Dawnbringer, so then that probably... Yeah, I think that's probably better actually, because Beb also deals with both of those. So we'll try that. But again, obviously on the draw. One land Beb. So we're obviously going to ship this back, depending on what he does. He's in the tank. So I'll pause just until he resumes. Guys, welcome back. He's here and he kept 7. So we are going to mulligan. This is infinitely better. What are we shipping? I think we are sending back an island here and go from there. Just going to play out these tap lands early, get them out the way. Preordain here. These are both pretty good, I think. Core Skyfish. I'm just going to journey this now. Just save my life total as much as possible. So yield to the end step to Ash Barrens here, and we get the we managed to get this as well, which is pretty good for us. And Kappa Spell to follow it up. Nice. Just keep my low land as much as possible. And we get a counter whenever he plays here. So we can... He had no real plays here, so I think I'm just going to evoke this Mole Drifter. I can hope to draw an Ephemerate, which is good. I didn't. But then the other thing was I can... It's quite a high chance to get a basic land to hold up Counterspell or... So these cards are fine, I think. But we are also after lands. So I think if I put this to the bottom, then the Ephemerate, and Dust to Dust. I can get the Dust to Dust if he plays another artifact here, which is also fine. And then if he does nothing, I can Mole Drifter Ephemerate. Never mind. He has conceded the game, and we are currently 1-0 in the league. And I'll see you guys for round 2. Hi guys, welcome back to round 2. And we are on the draw, and I think this hand is fine. Fair. There's a surprise. Just going to preordain here for lands. I think both of these are fine. We don't get to hold up Counterspell here, unless we obviously then take down the Counterspell next turn, if that makes sense. Deep Hours. Early Ninja isn't good for us. So I'm just going to preordain with this. We don't want any of these, I don't think. Dawnbringer is something that we are looking for. And we are going to have to discard. And I think I'm just going to discard the... I believe the Riverwinder is probably where I want to be. Or is it the Crab? I think it could easily be the Crab, actually. Just because this fits in with Dawnbringer Cycle as opposed to holding up Crab. Could also be a land. No, it's going to be Crab, surely. And use blue-red. Okay, it's good to know. I don't know if I should be holding off for the Dawnbringer on 4, but surely not. Just so I can have counter backup. So I guess we silence. No. Not a bad draw. Just gonna cast this. Like, if this forces a counter spell off him, I think I'm fine with that. Cool. Just gain 2 life here. So we can either just slam a late to dinner on the Riverwinder. It's something that we can look at doing next turn, depending on obviously what he does. A Braid. Sure. Still gets to hit in, and he's most likely got a counter spell here. So I don't really know what's best way to play around that. So if I play a land and then evoke Mole Drifter Ephemerate, it might just be a spell stutter he's holding up, and then that opens that up with the Ephemerate. I think I'm best just trying to nullify the spell stutter as much as possible. If he has a counter spell, he has a counter spell. There is, unless I just keep giving him free value for a lot of turns here with the ninja, there's not a lot I can do. Now plays the Seer again. This means he can hold up double ninja, double counter spell, double spell stutter or double counter spell, or some mixture of both here. Ninja gets in. Oh, that's quite good for us. So yeah, I'm just gonna tap out here for the Muldrifter and Ephemerate. Draw as many cards as possible here. So we're on 8 cards here, and we can either play the Island and Preordain, or we can just play the Tranquil, which I think just playing the Tranquil is probably fine. And then our plan is to try and get a Journey off. We'd holding up double counter spell. And I think it's to try and take care of the Ninja. It could also be the Admiral. Okay. I'm assuming he has no removal, and I'm assuming he's trying to dig for it. There's the Scred. Cool. So the Ephemerate stays in exile. And again he's tapped out. This is unblockable if he's not the Monarch. Keep the cards coming. Rebound, choose no. So, I think we'll lead off on a Preordain to just see what we're working with. Don't want any of these, don't counter spell, and don't want another land. I guess we Journey, and we're probably going to have to Journey this. We are most likely dead here. And this. 3, 6. And there's 5 cards in hand. It's got a little bit flooded, I think. And then Fairies did its Fairies thing. Yeah. Take 6. Ninja. Ninja indeed. It's also, with this being the fleet, it makes Beb less attractive. I'm just gonna prohibit this. Just maybe shouldn't have, because I'm most likely dead, but probably shouldn't have shown him it, if anything. So I can Journey this and then take a bazillion. Cool. So with that being the Admiral, it makes Beb less appealing. Obviously there's less targets, so there's most likely Pyroblast, Bolt, Galvanic Blast. The addition of most traditional lists running Commodore means that it can hit that. So I think we probably want some copies, but not I would say maybe 2. Oblivion Ring seems fine. I think we hedge on a Latid, a hedge on a Crab. I think we hedge on Crab against blue-red because Riverwinder's just infinitely better, and Soul is also really good in that matchup. I think we can shave on probably 2 Ephemerates, just because there's so much interaction with it. And I think it looks fine. Obviously the Holy Lights and the Circle of Protection is... So this is obviously a mulligan. Obviously a mulligan as well. I do think this deck, I can't decide if it runs one too many planes or not. Oh, wow. Wow. We're on the play, we've got double Beb, which is not really that relevant. I think we're just going to have to go to 4 here. I think we can keep this, ship this. Ship this. I don't know if I want to keep Preordain or Dawnbringer. Probably Preordain. And go from there. So I'm just going to play this. And then this gets an island. And then I'm going to try and force the Circle Protection through. Yield until next end step. Mountain. Mountain is an interesting one. So I'm going to try and Circle Protection blue. Interesting to lead on the mountain there. It must... I don't really know what for, but interesting nonetheless. So I'm just gonna Preordain here. Is most likely gonna spell store it. Yeah, can't do anything about that. I'm not gonna play the Dawnbringer. I'm just gonna literally hold up 2 lands. So basically, I can Circle Protection the spell stutter, and then if he ninjas, I can Circle Protection that as well. Cool. Fairies here, sure. Holy Light would be a nice draw here. Puts 2 cards on top. Again, I don't think I want to do anything here. I don't want to put the Dawnbringer in. I could put the Dawnbringer in play and take 2 and hold up in case he decides to ninja, which I think's fine. But then again, I can also just hold up for the 2 guys and the ninja, and then potentially Dawnbringer if it is a hacker, which I think I'd much prefer to do. Obviously not the greatest situation being on the Multi 4. He managed to hit his land drops. Sure. Pair 1. Take nothing. Take nothing and then Is he doing nothing? There is definitely one too many planes in this deck. Again, I think I'm still happy enough to just pass the turn. I don't need to play this Dawnbringer. Hacker comes in. Take no damage. So I can play this to try and kill this, but he has a spell stutter which I can't then counter back. So I'm just going to pass the turn. Actually, I'm going to cycle this now. Okay. Spell stutter. So now I have 3 mana sources up for the 3 guys in play. So there is a chance that he can ninja one of the guys to then get some damage through, which I think that means I then leave. I may take 1 here from the Fairy Seer. Yes, so we do this. And then we probably do it on this. And then take 1 off the spell stutter here. Just so he can't draw a card. So yeah, I'm happy enough just to currently just keep passing the turn and holding these up. I've got no real reason like to keep going, to commit anything. It can get potentially awkward with double hacker. Or double ninja. Interesting. Seems a very incorrect way of doing it. I would have probably most likely bounced this, but he must have another ninja, I'm assuming, already. Yeah. And now we can swap out the other seer as well for, if he would like, for the other hacker to draw 2. We're now at the point where he's got that many guys that sure. Cool. There's just that many ninjas and not enough lands for this, so so we can journey here. So we can journey. He spell stutter sprites, and then I can Dawnbringer, and then I can block the other ninja. Is probably the best bet. Journey. Yep. And this Dawnbringer comes in to then destroy a hacker. I need to try and get these hackers off the board, just because it just creates so much. It's the main way that they can get through the circle. So just gonna keep trying. Yeah. So that's all 3 ninjas that we know about. Relic. I think Relic's fine, to be fair. We're not really looking to do anything like that kind of game plan. Trying to keep this out. Yeah, I'm just going to play this land out. Bounce the planes. Hold this guy back. Blue, red. Spell Store Sprite. Sure. Preordain is gone. Probably should have actually exited the journey there. I don't know why I didn't. Scred. Can't do anything about that. So I'm hoping to just be taking 1 here. We target the seer because he wants to ninjutsu this, so if he does, effectively I'll lose 8 damage. 4 ninjas. All of the ninjas. But yeah, in effect, he should be able to just... Yeah, I'm just going to yield through this turn, because he basically should just be able to swap out all his ninjas. But he chose not to. Okay. So he basically could have ninjutsu'd the hacker, put the hacker in instead of the D-powers, and still had counter magic up, and kept a ninja in. But I guess this way he keeps more counter magic up. For some reason. So there's 2 fairies in play. One, two, three, 4. I only have 2 mana left open after that. So I can't try and counter spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, if I had another land, I'd probably go for a later dinner here. But I don't. So the reason I would like another land is basically so I can later dinner and hold up Mirror Shell if he tries to relic. Can't do anything about that. But yeah, having 8, even if it's 6 or 6 ninjas here, it's just infinitely better. This card is crazy. Like, I think initially it looks like it has a downside, but I don't believe that is the case at all. I think it's very much an upside. I do think it's a lot stronger than this ninja. It being a 2/1 is probably its biggest downside compared to the Luton. I think I'm happy enough to just fight over something like this. Just keep him low as possible. Like, if he wants to counter here, he can't hacker. He can't hacker efficiently, I should say. Okay. Go. Preordain. Go. Sending them all in. So I'm happy enough to take one here, I think. Go. Okay. 3, 4, 5, and then I die a bolt potentially. This is not good. 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can try and evoke a Soul of Migration and then have Mirror Shell Crab for whatever he plays. Or I can late to dinner a River Winder and have Mirror Shell Crab for whatever he plays. But I think I need to try and late to dinner the Soul. So I think I have to evoke this. Like, he has 7 cards in hand here, so he's most likely got a counterspell. So I'm most likely dying here. So this resolves. Two, 4, 5. Relic, exile Crab, because I would rather have a River Winder. Preordain. So blocking wise, so I can trade with 2 1/1 fairies and then take 5. I'm assuming I'm just getting, yeah. Oh dear. I think I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could basically got a 1 here, or a die if he has double ninja if I block a 1/1. But if I block a 2/2, then I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so am I playing? I think I'm playing around. I don't think I can play around another 2 ninjas. Like, I think I'm losing anyways. My only slim route to victory here is that I block the spell stutter. He only has the 1 ninja, and I got a 1. And the annoying thing is, I just die a bolt in most cases. Yeah, I think I have to block the spell stutter here. Hope he doesn't have a second ninja. Which if he does, he does. Can't do anything about it. Yep. Interesting to bounce the other ninja. I guess I'm dying next turn anyways for the most case. Oh wait, he bounced the fairy seer. That makes sense. I was a bit confused briefly. GG. I have been GG'd, so I'm assuming he has a lightning bolt. Never mind. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So, if I late to dinner the soul and then he relics and then I counter the relic ability, I get 3 guys to his 6. So that's no good. Or I can just basically hold up mana here. That is also an option. It's probably what I have to do here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I have. So don't bring a cleric is gone. If he has another ninja, I basically die here. And he brought back the hacker. So then basically you can swap around. Yep, cool. That's it, guys. We are dead. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for round 3. Hi guys, welcome back. And we are here for round 3. And we are on the draw. And this hand is a keep. The white bordered life. So I'm just going to play our top land. So we can either play Dawnbringer Cleric on 2 or we can just Ash Barons. Boros. Sure. We are most likely... do I need another white sauce? Probably not. So I'm just going to get a island here. Play the island. And pass the turn. Squaddy. Yeah, so I'm guessing we're against a more traditional Boros Metalcraft deck. I'm just going to evoke this. I will have to discard. Nice to hit our land drops. I'm just going to discard a crab here. 4. Battle Screech. Sure. Yeah, we're kind of looking at trying to... We need a Soul of Migration here. I would say. Yep. So, sure, let it in a Mole Drifter because we can then block the flyers. Journey's not the worst. I'm going to have to discard. There is a journey here. I have to discard, and I think Robert 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably just the tapped land. Journey the Mole Drifter, that's fine. We do get a Dawnbringer Cleric, which isn't the worst. We also get a Journey the Lunarch Veteran. We are on 9, however. And they are on 26. Oblivion Ring. So yeah, we get a Dawnbringer, the 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's slightly annoying because we can play the Plains and Journey, and then we just die to Rally. But then I also don't have the mana to counter the Rally. If I have, with the Prohibit, that is. So I think from that point we just have to pass turn and discard Island. Four mana. Nope, not 4 mana. 4. So we're gonna block this, block one of these, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is that? To 3. We die to a Bolt. Squadron Hawk. Squadron Hawk is fine. There you go. Oh, there is another one in. So we can counter this and Ephemerate to probably draw 2. Or we can gain 2 and then Ephemerate this. I think we're probably best just Ephemerate first. 2 lands is probably not what we want. I think I'm just going to prohibit this. Sure. That was probably a mistake since I could have 4, 5, 6 in the air. Do I want to draw? I can draw 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up to 6 mana here. I probably just best gain 2 here. Draw for turn. Cast the Ponder. Probably want all of these, but mainly the Ephemerate first. Journey. I guess we target a bird here. I think we play the basic 4, 5. So we're taking 4. Got a 1. So I think we do this now. Just to avoid any awkward bolt scenarios. We could easily die. We died to rally the presence, but I have no real out to that. This puts us to 4. Sure. Four mana. Sure. So what we can look at doing here, because of the triggers, is we can ephemerate this and then exile it from the graveyard. So he still gets 2 birds, but obviously it's a lot. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably, do we want to gain 2 life here? Puts it 6, 4, 5, 6. So we gain 2 life. So I'm going to play this. 4. I'm going to bring back the crab. So we're on 6. So 4, 5, 6 in the air. We're currently taken. That's 5 in the air. If I block, and block 2 on the ground, so I got a 1. So I can ephemerate 1, or I can hold up Mirror Shell. I think I hold up Mirror Shell here, just so I don't potentially die to. So I don't potentially die to rally the peasant, but I die to rally the. Yeah. Crackle, sure. Played a land. Block here. I'm on 1. I don't know the best way forward here. Tap 3. So if I counter this, you can't flash it back. Gives me another turn. Oh, I'm gonna need something good. So I can evoke a Mole Drifter. There's a soul. Is the soul just a turn too late? So this puts me at 4, which I'm then taking 4. So I need a preordain here. So both of these to the bottom. Chancery was rather awkward. If it was an untapped land, then I could have Oblivion Ring one of the flyers and then crack the food token. 2. Puts it at 4. So hold both of these back and for some reason hope that he doesn't attack with all the birds. Yeah. Like, I guess we hope he just, for some reason, taps one of the bird tokens, which I don't think he's going to. Yeah. Yeah, we were just a turn, I think a turn too late. Cool. So, from that, with more like a traditional build, obviously the Holy Lights are dead, the Dust to Dust are dead, the Revoke Existences are rather medium. Tormod's Crypt's okay, I guess. I don't think Beb's very good. Potentially, I guess, a couple of copies because they're bringing Pyroblasts. And I don't think the Oblivion Ring is very good. So like that. I think that's probably fine. Maybe we don't want to get rid of Layton. Layton is actually quite good. Maybe a Crab. Makes more sense. We basically just want Soul here. Soul hard carries this matchup. Which, given the popularity of Boros in general, maybe we want 3 Crabs, 3 Souls, 2 Riverwinders. That is a potential option. I don't think that this is a particularly bad matchup, but I think it does rest a lot, very heavily on the speed of their draw. Cool, we're on the play. Oh god. Surely we just can't keep this hand. We have a Journey and a Dawnbringer. There's only 1 Plains that punishes this draw. In effect. Is it bad that I really want to keep this hand? I guess even if we get 1 island, it's not very good. Yeah, that's more than... Oh my god. What is it with this game today ruining me? Cool. So, we want to ship the planes back. Probably the Beb. Yeah, let's try that. Maybe it should have been a counter spell. Trade him for more lands. Sure. That is fine. Gonna yield through this turn. Yield to their end step. It's the white border light. I guess at least they stand out. Sure. Excuse me. Soul is a good draw. So we can either hold up counterspell here or just play the Chancery to... Do you think is probably what we do? Means we can evoke this next turn. Not saying we need to, but... Faithless. Bit flooded, it seems. Nice. Now, this draw obviously means that we're not going to do that this turn. We're going to just hold up counterspell, probably counter literally anything that he does, and then Solar Migration Ephemerate is the game plan. 3 mana. Cool. Just gonna counter that. Hit for 5, sure. Just gonna put this Tormod script in. If he does decide to battle Screech, then I'll just take that advantage where I can. Squadron Orc, sure. Does he have a journey for the soul? Completely brick walled. Nice. Not a bad draw either. Put that on the bottom, put that on top, and I'm literally just going to pick up the Ephemerate now. Pyroblast? Yep. That's fine. Maybe it was a bit green, I could have just topped the land to play it, but I think that's fine. We have 3 later dinners in our deck, another Archaeomancer. Faithless Loon, sure. Two more lands and a Faithless. I'm assuming he's flashing the Faithless back. Could be casting Battle Screech, obviously. Yeah. Sorry about that, but yeah, he interesting. He flashback, discarded Squadron Hawk and Lunar Veteran, and played a land, and then played a Squadron Hawk. The Seeker is a 4/4, which I will trade 4 birds for. And he might level me and have mutagenic growth in his deck or something. But I will trade 4 birds for a Seeker away. I don't know how greedy I get in this Tormod script. Like, I think I may accept the just getting the Lunar Veteran here, but I think I can hold off because the Tormod script's really stopping him casting Battle Screech because of the Lunar Veteran triggers. So but yeah, I really need to watch my clock as well because the matchup is a grind. If we do actually end up going to game 3 here, as he's on 35. I'm just going to cover this. He can fight over it if he wants. I'm not particularly fussed. Yeah. Cool. He's basically getting a critical mass here. And I do need to start getting like an Archaeomancer or a late to dinner. What I don't need is more lands. So yeah, I'm just going to pick up the Tranquil Cove. As we have enough lands to basically function here, so. Is he going to send him? Yeah. So, block here. Rally. And unfortunately does get to flash it back before I get to react with this. Unfortunately. Yeah. 5, 10, 20. Cool. Easy as that. Maybe I shouldn't have been so greedy on the Tormod script, but I also think we got rather unlucky with our draws. We are 45 cards in and we have basically, as you can see, we've seen very, very little. So, there you go. On to round 4. I'll see you guys then. Hi guys, welcome back to round 4 and we are on the play. And this hand looks like a keep. It's a bit slow with all the tap lands, but can't be helped. We're against Burn here? Oh, we're against Burn. Yeah, we're going to keep these, just keep hitting our land drops. I'm just going to keep playing the... Oh, I may or may not have just played the wrong land, but I don't think it matters too much. There is an island on top as well, so it's a bit annoying. It's not always here to this. So yeah, I'm just going to play the island here. And I'm just going to counter anything. Anything at all. Okay. Maybe not. because there's nothing to counter. Shot. About 17. Get another life. Counter the Rift Bolt. Can't pay the 3. 6 cards in hand, though, is rather scary. Thermo. Later into this. Unfortunately, I haven't really got a follow-up. I am actually just going to bounce the... Even though it's worse to bounce the Tranquil Cove, the Instrumental Life Gain is probably going to be better for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna... This obviously is particularly scary and probably what's gonna win in this game. Lightning Bolt target me. I'm on 11. I'm on 10. I'm on 10 with his 2 cards in hand. Probably start by cycling this. See where we get to. So I go to 11. Back to 10 off this trigger. 9 off this. 2 burn spells is 8. Attack for 1. It's 9. So I can do this, play my land here, hold them both back to block the 2/1/1s if he does attack. Cycle, sure. But I've had these for life gain next turn. Yeah. Like I easily might be dead here. But I guess we just have to hope it's flooded out. I have nothing to do for my turn, so... Needle Drop isn't the worst sign for us, but it's also... It's still 2 damage and we are just basically going to die to Fire Blast here. Thermal. 7. Preordain. I don't want this land. I don't think I have time for this Mold Drifter. Oh dear. So... One, 2, 3, 4. So I got it out of 9. He's got 1 card in hand. Got 7 with 1 card in hand. And I can technically block or counter. Sack a blood token. It's fine. Yep. Crack of Blood. Mountain. Okay. Yes, 2 cards in hand. One of them's a spell. Lava Spike. So if they untap, so I got it. They untap. He taps it, goes to 6. So basically, I have to let this resolve in case it's a Fire Blast. Ow. Ow. I'm on 3. That was a Fire Blast. So I'm 1, and I... Yeah, so I do die to the... I die to the Curse. Yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah, I do die to the Curse. I don't really understand what he's doing here. I'm just going to cast this and see if he responds. If I get... No crab. No crab. It's going to hit for 10. So many misclicks. Sure. I have no real way out of this, so... Very unfortunate. But we get 4 Blue Mental Blasts. I don't really want Revoke when we're already bringing... We already have 3 Dawnbringers. So we don't want that. Riverwinders are just redraws. I think Crab's probably fine. It's a bit slow, but it's fine. Yeah, I can see taking 1. Something like that. Obviously, they do have Pyroblast, so that is a thing. We will keep this hand. Seems pretty good. Yeah, just quite unfortunate there. We have 3 Journeys, 3 Dawnbringer Clerics, and an Oblivion Ring main board, and we see none of those to answer the Curse of the Pierced Heart or the Thermal Alchemists. So it's just very unfortunate, really. And he mulligan to 6. You got it. I don't want both lands. I think I'll take 1. One's fine. Holding up Beb here. I'll take 1. count this. I'm assuming he hasn't got a land. Oh. Invoke the Mole Drifter. Cool. He might take the time to try, hopefully. He might take the time to curse the Pierce tab, but also could be Thermal Alchemist. Hero drop. Okay. Sure. So there's a journey, which is nice for the Thermal Alchemist when if it comes down. Got counter spell up. Chain Lightning, my guy. I'm just gonna counter that. If he wants to fight over it, that's perfectly fine. Like, I do have later dinners in the deck, so. We'll just cycle this. Preordain. Bottom this land. Top the counter spell. Play this land. So we can Ash Barrens and hold up counter spell here. Unless he obviously plays nothing, which I was going to say I find highly unlikely. I'm just going to get another island. I don't need another plains, I don't believe. Well, we got it anyways. I think I can wait a turn. So then I can hold up counter spell and blow Elemental Blast before I play the Archaeomancer. Lightning Bolt. Counter it. Cool. Lightning Bolt again. Sure. Firebrand Archer. Sure. So we're going to journey the Firebrand Archer. Archaeomancer, bring back Blue Elemental Blast. And then hope to go from there. This gives us an answer to obviously any burn spell he plays, plus also the Thermal Alchemist. Yeah. Cool. Another Blue Elemental Blast. So we've got a lot of counters in hand, but we've got no actual action here. I'm not gonna attempt to attack until we have the game under control, really. Finally can cast his Fire Blast. Lightning Bolt. He knows about the babe, so Curse of the Pierced Heart. I'm just gonna grab that. Start one card, which is nice. Crab. Can I die from 2 cards in hand? I don't think so. So Just going to do this. Cast this guy. And then hold a blow Metal Blast for next turn. Chain lightning, sure. Needle drop. Skewer. Oh dear. Oh, he's blocking. Okay. I'm going to say there's no real chance of a lava runner here. Not that it matters, I have the blow Mental Blast up, but... So that should pretty much shut it up, you would think. So I'm just going to do this now. I only got one card in hand. Cool. Nice. And we move on to game 3. I don't think we really want to change anything. I don't think. No, I think I'm happy with how the deck's constructed. Like, I could maybe put the Mirror Shell Crab back in, but I don't think that's necessary. Oh. I think this is a keep. With Arcane-Mancer, Ephemerate, 2 draw spells and a blow Mental Blast, you can't really complain. Lands are a bit slow and clunky, but no 1-drop spell. Thermal Alchemist. Okay. So this is just going to preordain here. Bottom this. Probably top this actually, just as in case he has an answer for the Arcane-Mancer, and we're just going to blow the Mental Blast this. Get that out of here. He's going to play another one. Curse. Sure. Yep. Play this land. Gain some life. I don't think I particularly want to blow a Mental Blast this yet. Obviously you just might have Pyroblast. So I am 100% going to do this now. Why was tapped out? Lava Spike is fine. 3 cards in hand. Lava Spike is fine. So I'm on 13 and he's got 2 cards in hand. Play the life gain land. Epicute's fine. Play the planes. I'm just going to play the Arcane-Mancer out here, try and get the blow Mental Blast. It's most likely going to get Pyroed. I feel quite comfortable at this life total with just 2 cards in hand. Sure. I'm just going to later dinner the REANIMATOR. REANIMATOR's bring back the Blue Elemental Blast. This is going to bounce the Tranquil Cove just to gain a little bit of extra life at some point. And then I'm going to pass the turn. I'm going to hold the Blue Elemental Blast for the 1 card. Cool. I'm just going to target this now. If he has any responses to it, then that is fine. Do I want this Blue Elemental Blast, or do I just want to... I probably just want a Preordain. Sure. Sure. Just pitching 2 lands from the bottom, and he's conceded. Nice. So from this point on, we can pretty much lock the game with the 2 counter spells and the Ephemeral Loop. That's what we're hoping for. If he does kill it, we do have 2 later dinners. We're obviously theoretically on 12, so it's not too bad. And we will see you for the final round. Alright guys, welcome back to the final round, and we are on the draw, and we will keep this hand. Apologies for the dog going absolutely crazy. She doesn't like the whacker going on outside. Synthesizer on turn 1. That is an interesting line. To then Skyfisher. I don't understand why this guy likes to deck himself, but I will take his. So we're on 8 cards, so we can play this with discard. I think we just play this. Happy to hold up Counterspell here, and then also Riverwinder Ash Barrens is also fine. We can look to Oblivion this or the Synthesizer, depending on what he does. We are down to 18. So yeah, I'm just going to count this. Like now I'm bothered about it because obviously he can basically cast most of the cards in his deck. He has to return a land here. Yeah, we couldn't cast the Oblivion Ring there, so I'm happy to just take the turn off now that we don't discard. Synthesizer's a bit annoying. You got a land, which is free. Take 4. Journey. More Drifter. So I'm just gonna play this land. Oblivion Ring the Synthesizer. Pulled off that. And then I'm going to Ash Barrens end of turn. I can then hard cast a Muldrifter next turn, but the small damage that I'm taking from these skyfishes is starting to add up. Ow. That was rather aggressive. In another skyfisher. Wow. Onto the land. Taking 4 down to 7. So we can hard cast a Muldrifter. I actually don't mind preordaining here, try and find another journey. Thirtidin is also fine. But is it fine enough? I don't think so. That's a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically just going to journey here, journey one of these. I die to a bolt, which I'm assuming he's got since though he aggressively bolted me there. If he bolts me, I'm just dead. Yep. Hit for 4 down to 3. Oh, he runs rally. Interesting. Go. So we get access to dust, revoke, and some number of bebs. Probably 2. 2 seems fine. I don't like the Riverwinder in this matchup, which is obviously why we're seeing 2. Those are fine. I don't mind cutting down on this, shaving this, cutting a mirror shell probably, something like that. Maybe I want more. Maybe I want more blue elemental blasts. Take the prohibit out here, just there's potential where it does get can get clunky, obviously on 3 for example, and things like that. This is fine, we've got preordain, obviously we can try and starve the mana with the revoke. Play the tap land. We can also just try and hit a synthesizer if he just plays it on 1 again. Shot. Stone Rain is still fine. We get a double preordain as well, if we feel necessary. We can also hold blue elemental blast. Okay. I'm going to preordain here to try and find a land. How necessary is holding up the Blue Elemental Blast? I don't think very. Well, we don't want a second Ephemerate, and we kind of want this later dinner just because we've got the crab. So I'm just going to pass turn. He does get 1 turn free. But then we can effectively hold up Car Magic until we can bring back crab. Great Furnace. Red, gold make. Cool. Dust to Dust would be a nice draw as well. Just get a wreck his lands. And we get a hold of Blue Elemental Blast for whatever that's worth. Is he stuck on 1 land? Relic. Sure. Just gonna get rid of Preordain. Boros Garrison. Sure. Just got to pass the turn here. Hold up Mirishell Crab, prohibiting Blue Elemental Blast. I'm going to favour doing a crab and anything. Like so. I'm literally just crabbing anything. I'm assuming he's only got that other land. If he plays an untapped land, it's slightly annoying. Nice. Again, I'm just going to hit this Preordain. I could greed the Preordain here to try and get an untapped land, but if I don't hit an untapped land, it's just devastating. Can't exile this. And now we have a 5/7 Peter. It's also now got 2 artifacts in play, in case we find another Dust to Dust. Sure. He taps himself out again. Cool. That's fine. Just going to do the same. Examine the late to dinner. Bring back the crab again. If he has another Pyroblast, I think that's fine. We can just keep doing this dance. Sure. Interesting that he decided to bring Revoke Existence in. I literally have food tokens and the crab. I'm going to get rid of the Revoke. So I'm bottom this, top this, and I'm just going to put the shield down to evoke Mole Drifter. Just get through the deck. Just casting Golden Egg. Sorry guys, I'm back. That resolves obviously. Guess I try and kill this now as well. Glint Hawk. Is he returning the relic? Sure. Slightly annoying. Can't really be helped. Just tapping off the card. Okay. Rebound obviously no, because we can't do anything with it. Dust to Dust was a nice draw. Land. So we're going to Dust to Dust this. And a land. Exile the Preordain when he decides to do it. Yep. That's fine. I'm just going to pass the turn here. I'm on 21. He's on 3 cards in hand. I don't need to rush the Muldrift. I can just hold up Blue Elemental Blast Prohibit. Or just gain 3 life. If I feel it necessary. I'll take 2. So I can hold up Counter Spell. Next turn just play Muldrifter. I'm just going to prohibit this. It's on 3 cards. Go. Synthesizer. Yeah, I'm just going to cold off. I'm just going to blow Mental Blast this. Just slow down the pace of threats here. It's on 1 card and he's just played a Rustel. So draw 2. Get another Dust to Dust to hit his lands. For next turn, he's on 1 card and I've got Counterspell named, going up to 2. Hopefully from this point, yeah, we can take control of the game. Nice. Whew. So that is game 2. Moving to game 3. I think the actual Blue Elemental Blast is pretty relevant. I'm fine with taking this. Most of his threats are in the air as well. There's potential for like journeys and things, but I have 2 Revokes and a Dawnbringer. So I think I'm fine with that. I think 3 later dinners is fine enough as well to try and work around the relic. We do have the 3 crabs as well to basically counter the relic ability. But we'll see if we can 3-2 again. Hopefully this game goes well. We are on the draw with a Preordain. I'm going to risk keep this hand. We got an island. I think at this point I'd rather keep a random land than look for specifically a white source. There's a lot of lands in the deck. Well, there's now 19 lands in the deck, so it's... And he bounces a clue token. It's unfortunate. Did he keep 7? He did keep 7. Yep, take 1. Another island. Okay. But this is the... sometimes I feel like we have the extra planes in the deck, but it's mainly for the post-board dust-to-dust matchups where you really need the double white early. Obviously in this situation it's not going to plan, but... Is he going to play anything? He is. Synthesizer. That is getting counted. If he has another Thraben Inspector, that is also fine. I'm not particularly... Another Synthesizer. Rebirth. Nice. There's the white source. So I'm just going to play that now, obviously, so we can have access to the white source next turn. I'll counter spell up, which is good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Like, I think I'm fine counting this, like, not particularly bothered if he wants to Pyroblast it, that's fine. Two blue elemental blast and a counter spell. So we can keep and basically try to blue elemental blast the goblins, which I don't particularly like. I think I'd rather just shuffle. So I'm just gonna journey the hawk. This is why I also think the soul, potentially the soul needs to be a 3 of, because in these sort of matchups it's particularly strong. 4. That's 7. I guess we get a planes just in case we want to dust, but... Ah, Chaomancer. The plays because it blocks quite well. Might have a Pyroblast, which would be unfortunate. Nice. Get back Preordain. I'm just going to cast the Preordain now. Bottom both of these. Okay. We got a rally here. We die a bolt. If the last card in his hand is a bolt, we die. No. Oh no. I feel like we were actually like close to stabilizing there. So if he didn't have the bolt and it was air, we could have late to dinnered the Archaeomancer. And then either, if we drew an untapped land, cracked the food token, or just played this Tranquil Cove and preordained. It's really unfortunate. We just ended up with all these cards that effectively did nothing. They just played around them really well with the with the Boros Garrisons and the basic lands. I feel like he has enough to warrant these, but maybe we want to take more out on the draw. The revokes are still pretty good, I believe, just because you only need a single target hits the relics. But yeah, overall, I think potentially it is a okay matchup. He just has to go. You just have to draw the. I think it's crucial that the soul is the bomb of choice. Maybe because of that we need either one in the sideboard for this matchup or 3 crabs and then board in the 4th. Maybe. But hey ho. Thank you guys for watching anyways. So that has been the second league with this deck. Obviously not as good as the first, but I don't feel like this is a unimproved version of the deck. I feel like this is a lot better. It's a lot better at aiming for the Boros and the Fae matchups. Did get rather unlucky. And I feel like the deck is its own worst enemy, and maybe because of that we may look at needing more cantrips to just smooth the draw out. Maybe something like 4 preordains, 3 ponders, just to get the deck flowing, because it really needs like the critical mass of certain cards. And we just have to accept that by losing out on, like, say, the Riverwinder potentially. It's just rather unfortunate, obviously, if they do swarm early like this, it is rather difficult, and because there's no real way to get it through, so you don't really want to run Holy Light for this scenario, because, you know, the Thraben Inspectors, the core Skyfishes don't really do anything, like they don't get affected. It's just the Cold Off the Rebirth side. So yeah, I feel like the deck's pretty good. I think it's almost tuned to where I would like it to be. There's potential to look at just other options and see where we go from there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the brew. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully with better changes, and no problem.